welcome back to another edition of Coming Soon, in which I talk about DVDs and Blu-rays that are coming soon. So I just got a package in the mail from my close personal friends at MVD, and this is containing a bunch of discs that are either just about to come out or are not coming out for a month or so. So what we're going to do, if you've never watched one of these before, is that I'm going to go through all of these and just basically show you what's what, show you the packaging, talk about these movies if I know anything about them, and show you what the packaging looks like. If you look in the description at the bottom of this video or under this video, the wordy, texty part, under there I have all of the buying links on Amazon or pre-order links on Amazon. Click those and you will at least see a full rundown of all of the specs for these discs and their release dates and who's putting them out. So first up, we have written and directed by Josh Roush, Wrong Reasons. This is sort of a View Askew adjacent film as far as I know. It stars Liv Roush, Ralph Garman, Kevin Smith, David Koechner, and James Sparks. DIY or die. I see. So let me read to you from the back of this, pardon the top of my nose. From executive producer Kevin Smith, when an ambiguously intentioned masked man, James Parks of The Hateful Eight, kidnaps a drug-addicted punk singer, Liv Roush, Jay and Silent Bob reboot, it triggers police investigation headed by Detective Charles Dobson, Ralph Garman from Ted, as well as a media circus. From executive producer Kevin Smith, Wrong Reasons marks the narrative feature debut from director Josh Roush, who had done Long Lonesome Highway, the story of Michael Parks, and features an all-star supporting cast that includes Teresa Ruiz from The Marksman, David Koechner, Anchorman, Dan Roebuck from The Fugitive, Keith Coogan, Adventures in Babysitting, introducing Liv Roush in her first starring role, along with a killer punk rock soundtrack that includes Tim Armstrong, L7, Black Flag, The Wipers, Channel 3, William Elliott Whitmore, The Unseen Byproduct, and more. Special features, we have an introduction by Kevin Smith, commentary with director Josh Roush and executive producer Kevin Smith, commentary with director Josh Roush, co-producer Matt Rowbottom, composer Cam Mosavian, and star Liv Roush. Q&A with writer-director Josh Roush, producer star Liv Roush, moderated by Kevin Smith and Ralph Garman. Deleted scenes and outtakes, short film from director Josh Roush, Idiot Cops, original theatrical trailer, optional English subtitles, reversible artwork. Heh! This is a region A, B, and C, so if you're listening to the sound of my voice, this disc will play for you anywhere. Released by MVD Visual, so it's got a slip cover, which, as sing along, you know the words, slips right off to show you a cover that looks shockingly similar. And we open it up, and oh cool, reversible cover, as it already said. So that looks like that. Big fan of the clear case with the reversible cover. You get a different poster art, like poster art as opposed to poster picture there. I love the reversible art, and I love the clear cases, because if you choose not to reverse the art, you can still see what the other case looks like. So that is Wrong Reasons. That, I believe, might already be out by the time you see this video. As with anything, if you watch this video down the line, this stuff's all out already. Now, from 88 Films, is this 88 Films? We have the Hong Kong classic SICK Taxi Hunter. This is one I've never seen. I'm a fan of Hong Kong movies. I'm a huge fan of 88 Films and Arrow and all the companies that are doing all these really cool issues of classic 80s, 90s Hong Kong stuff for us here, finally, not having to buy imports anymore. And this is 1993, 1:85 aspect ratio. This is region A and B, so England and the Americas. 88 Films is a British-based company, so that makes sense. What do we have? After his pregnant wife perishes through the actions of a careless and callous cabbie, mild-mannered Kin, Anthony, king of the category 3's Wong. Okay, Anthony Wong. Anthony Wong, he's great. Classic Hong Kong 90s actor. King of the category 3 is right. If there's a weird, bizarre, gritty, gruesome category 3 was like the NC-17 in Hong Kong. It was stronger than an R rating. Category 3 tended to be just really violent, gory stuff, or really sexually explicit. It was never really explicit, because there's still theatrical films there. But category 3 was always the nasty stuff, the sleazy stuff. So think of a hard R or an NC-17. So to call him king of the category 3 is true, because he was in a lot of those movies just being weird and skeevy. He declares war on the entire profession. This is taxi drivers. Sorry for my digression. And you don't need the knowledge to know he won't be leaving a tip. Now, the knowledge is a reference to British cabbies. That's what they refer to as I think it's a test you have to pass in England to be a cab driver, to basically, I think, know how to be a cab driver, to know all the streets. They refer to it as having the knowledge or passing the knowledge. Directed by Herman Yao, who unleashed Ebola syndrome onto an unsuspecting world, 88 Films are pleased to present this important treatise on public transport in a wonderful new Blu-ray edition. I love that they have a sense of humor about this film that I think probably doesn't have much of one. Special edition includes slipcase and double-sided fold-out poster, high-def 1080p transfer in 185 aspect, 2.0 Cantonese mono with English subtitles, commentary with Hong Kong film expert Frank Zheng, who's always great, hunting for words, an interview with scriptwriter and producer Tony Leung Hung-Hwa, how to murder your taxi driver, an interview with action director James Ha, falling down in Hong Kong, an interview with Anthony Wong, trailer, still gallery, reversible cover with new design by Sean Longmore, and original Hong Kong art. I cannot wait to watch this. I love these 88 Films releases. So that's the slipcover, and it's got a nice like matte finish to it, thick cardboard. It's a slip case that slips, as they say, right off to show you similar artwork, black case. And, interesting. So it's a black case. It appears to be a black case, but it is actually a, what do you call that? Smoked salmon. It's got that, no, it doesn't taste like smoked salmon. You've got the original Hong Kong artwork on the inside, and that's cool. And a slightly different artwork on the disc there from the poster art. And then we have a poster that folds, oh wow, it folds out to be, I love that they do this too. It folds out to be double-sided. So you've got the new artwork on one side and you've got the original poster on the other. It's, as you can see, it's sizable. I got a big head, so it's sizable. Not just when people say nice things about me. So that's available soon from 88 Films. I'm going to watch that one probably within 48 hours of this video being recorded. Then we have Fred Vogel's August Underground Blu-ray/DVD limited collector's edition from Unearthed Films. This is one that I've heard of. This is one that I've heard of and never watched because I thought it was going to be really gruesome. It's a shot-on video, found footage or shot-on video film that just is supposed to be just gore and bodily dismemberment, as they said in Night of the Living Dead, or Dawn of the Dead. Imagine walking down the street and finding an unmarked VHS tape. Curiosity piqued. You take it home and pop it in. What starts as two men screwing around with a video camera quickly transforms into an ultra-realistic torture sequence where the unidentified psychopaths tape their exploits as they torment and violate a woman tied to a chair. Fun for the whole family. The devastation of your morals continues throughout the entirety of the footage while subtly revealing the killer's shattered pasts. Maybe shattered parts too, I don't know. Via an interaction with their victims and each other, the most shockingly realistic portrayal of a serial killer sequence. Serial killer's existence is Fred Vogel's August Underground. So the Blu-ray features original screener version, audio commentary with actor-director Fred Vogel and Ultraviolet Magazine's Art Ettinger, audio commentary with Fred Vogel with actors Aaron Labonte and Ben Labonte, sorry if I mispronounced the names, audio commentary by actor-director Fred Vogel, audio commentary by The Killer, so probably in character, 10 questions with Fred Vogel, toe tag masterclass from storyboard to screen. Toe tag Pictures was the name of Fred Vogel's production company. Dave Parker interviews Severed Cinema interviews Fred Vogel. Sorry, Dave Parker interviews Fred Vogel. Dave Parker interviews Fred Vogel and Mike Watt. Revisiting Infamy, Severed... I'm sorry, my eyes are going crazy. Hammer to the Head, a closer look at August Underground on location, August Underground behind the brutality, August Underground Two Reel for Comfort, an outsider's perspective, an introduction by director Fred Vogel, photo gallery and trailers. Now, I neglected to mention, half of these things are new. The handful of these were previous edition extra features, but the majority of the stuff here is newly produced for this edition. And the DVD features look to be about the same. Yes, so I won't make you waste more time with my mangled reading. This is 1:3:3 aspect ratio, so that's square down the middle of your screen. Color 70 minutes, not rated, 2 p.m. 2.0 PCM audio and English language only. Region A. This is Unearthed Films Blu-ray, as I mentioned. It comes in a slipcase, which slips, that reveals different artwork. And nice clear case. 2 discs. You got a DVD and a Blu-ray there. And if you take that off, it is yet another sort of... So you get essentially 3 different covers for this thing. So that is available soon from Toe Tag Pictures and Unearthed Films. Now, for the intellectual portion of our talk. I have never seen this, but I've heard of it, from director Bret McCormick, Repligator. Let's find out together what this is about, shall we? The Few, the Proud, the Gator Babes. Oh boy, this is getting better by the moment. From director Bret McCormick, who gave us The Abomination, comes one of the most screwball, brain-melting late 90s direct-to-video entries ever made. At a top-secret military facility, a group of scientists and army brass work on the Repligator project. It's with a C. The experiment quickly goes awry when it turns all the male soldiers into gorgeous, scantily clad nymphets who then morph into alligators when they reach the peak of sexual excitement. I'll be watching this very soon. Starring the original Leatherface Gunnar Hansen and iconic Scream Queen Brink Stevens, Repligator enjoys its first time ever on Blu-ray with brand new interviews and insights from the cast and creators of this sexy science fiction send-up. Wowzers. Special features, new director-supervised SD master, that's standard def from original master tapes. If it was shot on video in standard def, it's only going to be standard def. Commentary with director Bret McCormick and Glenn Coburn. Commentary with Sam Panico, sorry about that, of BNS About Movies, and Bill Van Ryn of Drive-In Asylum. Bill. Archival making of featurette, archival Bret McCormick interview, it's 2013. Our original deleted opening scene, director Bret McCormick interview from 2022. Producer Winberg interview from 2022. Actress Brink Stevens interview from 2022. I'm getting a sense that maybe in 2022 there was another edition of this. Actor Carl Merritt interview from 2022. Or maybe I'm getting the idea that there was a 2013 version of this. Or maybe I'm getting the idea that it's really hot in this room with no AC and I can't think straight. This is 2022, would be last year, so those are probably done for this. We have actor Randy Clower interview, original VHS trailer, visual vendors trailers, limited edition slipcase, one pair of branded X-ray specs. Ooh, I can't wait to open this now. Two-sided insert, reversible sleeve with original VHS art, folded mini posters, stick your own VHS sticker set, optional English subtitles. This is a region A, B, and C release, which again means this will play anywhere in the world. This is from Visual Vengeance and Wild Eye Releasing, movies from 1988, 86 minutes, English stereo, full screen 133, unrated. So the slipcase slips, and that's cool. That's totally different art. That's some fun artwork there, if it's in focus. And you get the back there, and we open it up. Ooh, I'm oohing and on all over the joint with this one. So you get a set of video store stickers, so you can stick it on your thing. You can stick it on a videotape, or you can stick it on this case or something like to make it look like a rental. You pop that open, and you get your disc, and you take the disc off, and you have a third stab at what the cover could look like for this. And then we have X-ray specs. Can you see that? These little is that in focus? Do we get any glare there? Getting any glare? Yeah. X-ray specs. Keep it back there near the puss. And we have we have Repligator, a little insert about Repligator, and we then have the fold-out poster, mini poster, with that artwork on it. And boy, this film is winning me over left and right, and I haven't even watched it yet. This is just a really fun package. This is a nice, and the Repligator, sorry, I didn't show you the X-ray specs. They've got the Repligator logo there, which is pretty cool. And Visual Vengeance. Visual Vengeance, this is the first Visual Vengeance release I've received, and they're winning me over on their sense of playfulness and fun. So we'll see. Stay tuned for my review of that let me say if the film wins me over in that. Speaking of the director of Repligator, what do you know? It's also The Abomination coming out from Visual Vengeance on Blu-ray. And from the back cover, deep in the heart of rural Texas, TV evangelist exorcises a tumor from the body of a loyal worshiper who soon coughs up the... This doesn't sound like a movie I want to be eating meatballs during. Coughs up the growth. Unknown to her, the cancer is actually a carnivorous life form that slithers its way into her son Cody while he sleeps, growing inside him while he is completely under its control. Now Cody must feed the beast fresh victims to keep them both alive. As the monster grows larger and larger, it threatens to feast on everyone in its path. One of the most legendary and notorious VHS releases of the video store era, Bret McCormick's Super 8. Oh, interesting. Gorefest, The Abomination enjoys its first ever release on Blu-ray with newly created bonus features and never before seen outtakes, images, and more. Special features include New producer supervised SD master from original tape source. Commentary with director Bret McCormick, Rob Hochschild, and Matt Desiderio of Visual Vengeance. Commentary by Tony Strauss of Wang's Chop magazine. Monster Kid Movie Maverick, new feature-length Bret McCormick interview. Actress Blue Thompson interview. Actress Victoria Cheney interview with the original VHS distributor Michael Jack Scholl. Donna Michelle Productions, filming locations tours, Super 8 outtakes and raw footage, behind the scenes, The Stairway, behind the scenes, Tumor Test, behind the scenes image gallery interview with the Abomination. I'm guessing that means the Abomination itself. Bret McCormick original Super 8 films. Bret McCormick trailer archive, 6-page booklet with essay by Tony Strauss, limited edition slipcase by The Dude, limited edition 12-page comic book, Visual Vengeance trailers, reversible sleeve featuring original VHS art, folded mini posters, stick your own VHS sticker set, optional English subtitles. Mouthful. This also is a region A, B, and C, which means it will play anywhere in the world if you pop it into a Blu-ray player. It is from 1986. USA color, 90 minutes, English stereo, full screen 133. That means square to you and me. Visual Vengeance, Wildeye Releasing, and Mother Video present The Abomination slipcase slips with a pretty similar cover there. And then there's the back with all the words I just read. You open it up and ooh, once again, we get the old video store style stickers that I do so love. We get a reversible cover with, I think I recognize that as being the cover for this in some format. And then we have a little, we've got goodies, tuck-ins as they would call them in the LP days. We get a little booklet for the Abomination with some booklety material on it there. We get the official, this is cool. We get the official comic book adaptation of the Abomination. It's a comic book. We get the foldy poster, single-sided fold-out poster there, mini poster. That's a pretty robust release for a film that was shot on Super 8. You know, I don't always love the straight-to-video stuff, but I have great respect for anybody who completes any kind of film and gets it released, let alone released more than once in multiple formats with a pretty copiously appointed edition like this. So one more. This is from Cheesy Flicks. This is Moonrunners. Now, I got a little to say about Moonrunners. I'll have a lot more to say when I do the review, but Moonrunners was the film that the Dukes of Hazzard was based on. It is shockingly similar to the Dukes of Hazzard. In no way a coincidence. I mean, I believe there is an Uncle Jesse. There are two young guys, cousins, who help run moonshine and have bows and arrows with explosives on them. The sheriff is Roscoe Coltrane. I mean, are you getting any of this? The bar they hang out in is the Boar's Nest. This is the film that spawned the Dukes of Hazzard. I don't know the whole story of how that all happened. I know when the Dukes of Hazzard movie came out a couple years ago theatrically, the filmmaker of Moonrunners was suing to get it held up to hold up the release until they got a little bit of a bigger cut of it, considering they were really responsible for the story it was based on. So really nice cover here. I'm a huge fan of using the original poster art because until the 90s, poster art was usually pretty good, and it was actually artwork for a lot of movies, and they were super compelling. And I figure my thing is, if it's what got butts in seats when the movie originally came out, why not use that to get discs in players now? More often than not, it's just some face or something, and it's just kind of lame. So to read the back, you take a load of 200 proof corn liquor through a Georgia roadblock at 100 miles an hour, and if you ain't dead, man, you're a moonrunner. Oh, yeah. Narrated by Waylon Jennings as well. Grady and Bobby Lee run moonshine for Uncle Jesse. Jesse prides himself on his old-school moonshining methods. Jake runs these parts for the New York mob. When Jesse refuses to give in to the mob, the hilarity ensues. It stars James Mitchum, son of Robert Mitchum, which is why they have a Thunder Road reference there. Keel Martin, Arthur Honeycutt, who you would recognize from a lot of things, including some Twilight Zone episodes. Written and directed by, I'm going to say it's Guy. This says G.Y. Waldron. This is region-free DVD, 110 minutes, color, English action comedy, 1975, not rated, Cheesy Flicks movie. So I haven't watched this yet. I have seen some releases from Cheesy Flicks in the past. They tend to be non-remastered pulled from a videotape or a simple source. Maybe not 100% licensed releases, but they're usually stuff that you can't see any other way. Why Moonrunners has never had an official release is beyond me. You would have thought when the Dukes of Hazzard movie came out, it would have come out, or that somebody like Code Red or somebody would have dug up a print of this. Maybe there are no prints to be had, I don't know. I saw this recently via a means, shall we say, that was sourced from like a cable broadcast within the last 10, 20 years, and it looked pretty good. And that was 4x3 as well, but it wasn't supposed to be. Like, it was 4x3 open matte, we call it. It was meant to be masked off in theaters, so there were times where you could see lights at the top of the frame that were never meant to be seen by the audience. There were times where you could see maybe a boom mic or something. That's not bad filmmaking, and that's bad film transfers. So this is 4x3. It'll be interesting to see what it looks like and how it is. I can tell you the movie's fun. The movie's cool, and it's a shame that it's not available out there. Who knows what kind of weird rights stuff have held it up. But until that gets cleared up, Cheesy Flicks has it out on DVD. So thank you for watching this 20-minute ramble of mine about stuff without really even talking about if they're any good or not. Well, check my YouTube channel here out for the reviews for all of these, which will be coming in the upcoming days. Look at the description again below for links to buy these things on Amazon. If you do, I get a little cut, not a lot, but you know, it helps fund the fine tire and soap that I use that are on display in these videos. And those links also will just have all the full specs and release dates and all that other stuff. Thank you for watching, and I will see you once again when I am bestowed with a stack of things that are coming soon.